And I'm just gonna start recording for my own benefit. Alright. Nice, so I hear myself in the stream. That is good. This is good. I like it. So now I guess I need to set up some music. Hang on, let me do that before I get too crazy and into this stuff. So So, no, music, no, copyright, because I don't want to be copyrighted. Copy free, for art stream. Hello, Tommy Gun. I am currently setting up some music. So, give me 1 second. Man, there's not a lot of music I can use. I have 8-bit music? No. Keep it. Let me see, how's that here sound? Alright, we can put this on loop. And then let me go ahead and get application data. Yep. Alright, so there you go. It is actually being picked up. That's awesome. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Can't believe I woke up. Oh, hello. It's a little low. Alright, I'll change it up. Hang on. I only had it up a little bit to... Okay. So I can't raise it up too high or else I literally just blow everyone's ears off. Hello, Killikitter. Well, oh no. Oh no. Okay. This is why I can't have nice things. Okay. I'm gonna take that down. Oh, why is this browser open? I got a couple browsers open that I don't need open, which is weird. And I don't want any of these. Ugh. So, as you read in the title, we are actually going to be updating my hang on. We're going to be updating my model because I've had this baby for over a year with no changes made, and I think she needs an upgrade. So I took the time and I grabbed the original whip we have, or the original model, so that we can kind of go off of it. I also have the reference because that's always great to have. We need a reference for our queen of guns and stuff. I mean, that it's just nice. So, oops. And a thing that I keep forgetting is that for Photoshop in general, certain buttons that I have set as hotkeys for my streams actually are buttons that I use for the models. So if you see things kind of going out of hand, it's because I'm pressing buttons in order to make them emotes. Also, I had this one reference that I used for the thumbnail, which is Guinevere Smith in just a different pose. But okay, I realized that her foot's cut off, but we're gonna ignore that. But I just kind of realized that if I want to make a good model, we need to have good. We gotta have all the angles we need. So I pulled up the images that I thought looked best, and we're gonna roll with it. Yeah. Before we get going, I need to do one more thing in the back, which is pull up the analytics for this stream. So that way I know how many people are in here, and that way I can greet them. Even if they don't end up speaking at all. So let me go ahead and analytics. Alright. which is also good for me because then I can tell who's here. Alright, there we go. Nothing too crazy. We're just gonna set this bad boy over here somewhere. And again, we're gonna... Oh. I did not want that. Thank you. Gotta love it when your thing wants to go berserk on you. Okay, we're gonna have the chat on the top. We're gonna keep my PNGTUBER to a minimum. I also got the PNGTUBER Plus application, so I'm gonna be using that in the future, and that's why I'm making a new model, because it has a feature where things look like they're bouncing, and I just really liked that, and I kind of wanted to add just some more animation to my character, and this application will allow me to have the same stuff that I basically have for the PNGTUBER that I have now, except she will look more lively when I'm talking. It's not gonna be like a live 2D where it's literally face tracking and everything, but it's, you know, it's close enough without having to pay like $100. No, not even $100. I would say like 5K or something. Like, no, wait a minute. Hang on. Now I gotta look. Aggressive searching, be like, how much does the average, no, not middle class, how much does the average VTuber model cost? And this goes for rigging and everything, so how much does it regularly cost? And it really does depend. Oh, yeah, I was right. It's from like $500 to $1,000. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. But knowing our economy now, it's probably gone up because this Reddit post was posted, what? Yeah, 2 years ago. I mean, inflation's been pushing it since. Okay. So, now let's go ahead. Oh, no! I got rid of the music! How dare I? Can I? Yeah. Okay. Let me fix this. Let me fix that. I am so sorry, guys. I just cut off the music. Yeah, I mean, this is not gonna be the only model if this ends up working correctly. I end up making at least 2 models. One of Guinevere Smith, which is the mascot of this channel, and probably the character Moonflame I have, or Persona, whatever you want to call it. Which again, she has her own lore. Technically, I just have not specified on that either. So let's go ahead and pull up this music again. Because I just destroyed it, literally. No, that doesn't say copyright free music, I guess. Oh, that actually kind of works better anyway for my character. There you go. Okay, now let's go ahead and close the application. There we go. I closed it so that way there is no one gets in the way. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it down via headphones. Okay, so here's our girl. So the aspects we want to keep in mind when doing this is the following. We want, I'm pulling up the thing that was, okay, so the basic body parts we need to keep in mind, which I'm writing down now, so that way I don't have to keep going between the video and everything. So yeah, okay, my handwriting's terrible, so let me actually, there we go. Basic parts list. So we need a blank head, which is basically just the skin portion, if I'm gonna be honest. So we need that. Next we need eyes open. Let's scroll down a little bit so that you guys can see the rest of the list. And we need and closed as well. Then we need eyebrows because we have a sassy, expressive queen. We need to have that. Eyebrows. So, I'm curious. Do you guys want to see a version of Guinevere Smith where she does not have her classic mask? Because as much as my model wears it, she does have times where she does not wear her mask because she's not out and about in her little world. Would you guys like to see? Okay, I got a yes. Anyone else? Just yes. Okay. So I guess we are going with a definite. We'll say, for the sake of our thing, we're gonna say maskless, which means we need to have a mouth open and closed. Okay, so but here's the trickier parts. The trickier parts are we're gonna have to have hair. Oh, I need to scroll down a little more so you see it. Hair in the front, which, in case you don't see it, is basically these parts right here. The little middle part, and we have the little side part here. So, and as you can see for like the front model, we basically have three parts, or three moving parts at the very least. We have the right, middle, and right, middle, left. I apparently don't know my left and right. Okay, so we need to have those, which I mean, let's be honest, that's the, oh no! Okay, so I'm apparently drawing on the thing, but that's okay. This is just for reference. So we have that, hair front, and we also need the hair in the back, which fortunately for us is just this big ponytail right here. So it's not like we're gonna have to mess with a lot of things when it comes to her ponytail. Although, if I wanted to, we could actually have at least like maybe three parts for that as well. Maybe it's like one for the right, one for the left, and just have it kind of flowing when she bounces. But at the same time, we got to keep in mind of what's going on. So it's still up for debate. So we need to have the hair in the back, which again, ponytail. Next, we need to have the torso. Oh, goodness gracious. I keep forgetting my little mascots right there. So torso. We need to add the torso, which I mean, we gotta have that. Left and okay. Here. And right arm. And for the sake of maybe future videos where she has like at least an area where you're looking from her waist up, we are going to include the waist. This is definitely for like shorts that I'll make in the future where I use her while I'm talking. Which again, it's a, what, 16 by 9 instead of the 9 by 16. Maybe getting those two mixed up by my dyslexia, but the ratios are still the same. So it'll make it so that way the blocky features are right there, and my character could do amazing drawing right here, are just right there. So minus, we'll just have her cut right there. So that way it's not all the way down. Sorry guys, you're not gonna see her nice looking legs. Anyway. So, okay, so the reason why I have the reference sheet pulled up is we're going to use a similar technique that I used when I first made her model. Which was, and this is a little cheat, and why I totally recommend you guys to always make at least a turnaround of your mascot or character or whatever. This also applies for animation, so if you're doing animation, I totally recommend this. cut out the portion that you want, which in our case, we only want her front portion. We don't want her, we don't want her side, we don't want her back view. I mean, wouldn't you guys just love it if you were just staring at this back all the time instead of the face? Or we want her other side. Or 3/4 view in that matter. We just want her front. So we are going to take our lasso tool. And if you guys are somehow following along, like at home, doing your own little models or like models, characters, you guys can definitely follow along, because if you guys want to do some streaming, and if you want to like remain faceless without having to buy any expensive cameras, or you want to have a day where you could just be in your PJs and stream for all you care, this is definitely a great option for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. And by the way, this is most likely going to be a recorded video that I just turn into like a 15-minute video, just me ranting and talking about it. This will probably be a 2-part series depending on what I do with it, so yeah. And that's why I'm also recording this, so if any of you guys want to say something, definitely say it now in the chat. Who knows, maybe you'll get a shout out in the video. So what I do is I hit copy, and then we're gonna go over to our little section right here, which for my case, we are just using we're just using a 2000 by 2000 ratio pixel with 600 DPI. So if you guys want to, like, again, follow along, so I'm going to pull up the image size. Here's the image size that I'm working with, and DPI is basically just the resolution, how many pixels you're seeing on the screen. I would recommend, if your computer somehow cannot handle that, 300 also works, but 600 is definitely the one. Oh, whoa. It's the way to go in this case, because if you have way too much, the computer is not going to know what to do, and yeah. And again, our system in Photoshop especially is a bitmap, which just basically means a bunch of pixels. And just to show you what I mean, if I were to zoom in very far into here, now you're seeing pixels, these little squares here that make up the image. So there you go, a little lesson there. Let's go ahead and get back into the drawing, which I know that's what most of you are here for. And I apologize if I am talking really fast. I'm excited to finally do this. I've been wanting to do this type of thing for a long while now, and I just now have the ability to do it. Okay, so we're most likely not gonna have our hands, just for 2 reasons. Number one, I don't have to worry about like the animation of that, and number two, just because you're not really seeing too much of her. So we're gonna make her big mama. Maybe make it a little bigger. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Actually, for the sake of animation, there you go. So that's what we're working with. This is our little base. What we do next is we make it transparent. You may be asking, why are we making this transparent? Isn't this the model we're working with? No, this is our reference. This is our starting point. Because if we try to take this model in, you're basically just gonna see all this blue. You're gonna see, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have a model. Now again, these are PNGTUBERs, and again, as the name suggests, PNG, but we want the parts, as we noted before over here. We have all these parts. We need to break these characters down into these parts in order to make the PNGTUBER alive and just flexible in a way. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. So this is the part that's going to be really tricky because I have not, I'll admit, I have not worked on like a nose or anything like that. So we're going to use red as a starting point. Oh boy. So, and also for the sake of time, we are going to use the symmetry tool. Now, some people are going to say, oh, you're using the symmetry tool, you're cheating. Well, I mean, you can't say you've never used a symmetry tool ever and say you've done art, because a lot of what a symmetry tool does is just make things easier on you, especially when it comes to body proportions. I'm probably rambling on a lot. And I know probably editing me in the future is like, are you kidding me? This is what I did? This is what I did and I thought this was a good idea? Well, deal with it. That's what I say to myself, deal with it. Can you guys hear the music alright? I don't want my voice to be overly the top and like have the music like yeah, we'll turn it up just a little. Okay, so I need to move the model a little to the right because we gotta have that alignment. If we don't have that alignment, this is gonna look off. Or I could just off and vertical. Okay, let's see if we can line it up better. Hi Zodiac Ice Cream, welcome to the stream. We are working on a brand new model for yours truly. And also because I am flat broke and I do not want to pay what, the millions, not millions, thousands of dollars that regular models cost nowadays. How am I? I'm doing pretty good, actually. Thank you for asking. How are you all doing, speaking of? I didn't ask. I was rambling on so much I didn't even ask you guys. I was going into teaching mode, if that makes sense. Ooh. Oh, I turned it down. Okay. A crazy Easter. Oh boy. Yeah, Easters are... they're interesting sometimes. I personally had a fairly good Easter. I went to my church and had communion and everything, so I got to worship the Lord even on what do you call it? Good Friday. Okay, so this is gonna be a weird looking head, but with everything that's gonna go on it, we're not gonna worry about how the forehead looks necessarily. Hello, Sona Nona, welcome, and good morning. Currently where I am, there isn't any. Okay, so with this... oh, why does this look weird? Okay, hang on. I need to ring it up a little. Okay, maybe I don't need to have it as transparent as I thought I needed it. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. We're just gonna start. Let's start from scratch a little bit. Okay. Oh, this is on the side there. Okay. Can I tell what happened? It's a little scary. Sure. You can, why not? A little bit of entertainment for those in the comment section while I'm working on this. Guinevere looking sharp. I don't know. Again, I haven't really had to draw her other than that one time without a mask. So, and also, if you are on the Discord channel, you will have seen that image, which again is only for my Discord, only for those who are joined the Discord. So if you guys wish to join in on some exclusive content, be sure to join the Discord server on the bottom of the you know what to do. It's in the description. Just go to it. I think that's pretty good for head shape. Wow. Let's get that cranium in somewhat. There you go. That works. And we'll shave off the excess. So that's looking pretty good. Oh my. Apartment, huh? Yeah, I would, be careful, okay? Just be careful on, like, what you do. Okay, so... Okay, let's try to think about this part. So we got our little... Forgotten that you changed your character. Misty is still a character that I have and still own. She's just being used for something else now. And also because of my channel change, I had to kind of branch off a little bit. So don't worry, Misty still exists. She's still my baby. She's just now not so much of a baby anymore, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's our head thing. We're gonna ignore that neck area just temporarily. Because right now what we're going to be focusing on is making sure that this model looks decent. We're going to work on that later. Okay. So now that we have we have the little blank head, which is good. So next, what's our next thing? Let me actually bring this over here since this is our... Yeah. So we got our little blank head. Now we have to get the eyes. We can worry about like the main body in a little bit because that's part of the torso now that I realized. So another thing I'm going to say. Wait, actually wow. Okay, I have been growing fast. A little thing that I'm going to note for you guys, especially if you are working on commissions, on art or anything, a thing that I recommend is you label your areas, because when you're going in and you're trying to fix something, if there's a certain part that needs to be fixed, like let's say I do the hair just totally wrong, as long as I have that labeled as hair, I can go to that group or that layer and I can find it easily. That's gonna be part of the torso. Because luckily I don't have a lot going on. So although I'm going to be making this model, this is the only part of the process you guys are going to be able to see as far as a yeah, of course. As far as the process of me making this model on the live stream. Okay. You have a nice day too, Sona Nona. The reason why I would say that, the reason why I say that you guys are only going to see this one part of the process is because when I looked into the app when working on the recordings. I don't want you guys seeing my files because it could accidentally dox me if I'm not careful. So in that part, I'm only going to be recording it and editing out anything that could potentially be not good for my privacy. So yeah. And that's only setting up the model. It's not like the program itself is bad. It's just setting up the model that I'm concerned with. And if I were to do it on camera or the stream, that someone would see that and go, oh, I can go mess with that. No, I'm not gonna allow that. Oh, okay, that was a little close. Okay, and plus we could technically update her colors a little bit, so we're gonna get rid of that part. I think she's okay as far as the head's concerned. So let's lower the opacity of that. We're going to next work with the eyes. If you could get isekai in any anime, what would it be? Oh, okay, that is a good question. My honest answer would have to be that I would want to be in the anime Rising of the Shield Hero, because there's just so much in that world that I totally like vibe with, as far as like aesthetic wise. Tokyo Ghoul maybe. If I could be in a world, I'd probably want to be in sci-fi. The anime follows this college guy. He gets sucked into this book, I kid you not. Instead of the usual like, oh, he dies in one world and is respawned in another world, basically. No, that's not how this anime works. In this anime, he reads a book and is just sucked in, which to me is very relatable because I like reading books, and thus when I am doing my I need to look at a model. When I'm doing my own story writing or book telling, it's hard to not be invested like that in a book that is that good. Yeah, I would recommend, if you are a minor, to be careful, because there are some things like in any anime that I do not support, and some things that are honestly a little questionable, but like it is good as far as like story and how the character grows as a person. And because you're literally sucked into the world just like him, I would say it has the best storytelling I've seen in an anime thus far. The only other one that may have come close is probably a series called Erased, which is just more of a mystery type of thing, so, which again, I also enjoy some mystery, because it never hurts to do that. 1 second, guys, I need to put out a advertisement real quick on my Discord. We'll just say subscribers. Yeah, my subscribers. I will just say making a new PNGTUBER model live. Join me or I will eat your cookies. And now I need to link it. I need to link it. I am so mean to my community. I will eat your cookies, especially if they are oatmeal raisin. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. I want that open. Okay. Okay. So now let's continue. This eye shape part is what's bugging me. And again, I wish I had known about the resolution on things. Then I could have clarified the shape a whole lot more. Because with these pixels, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a round shape or a sharper shape, or just like the combination of both. Which, I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of weird looking I can't lie. So we're gonna be a little careful. And again, we can kind of stray a little bit from the original design, because this is a brand new model. She's supposed to look different. Ayo! Welcome, my man. Welcome to the stream. We are working on a new sassy queen for the streams. This model is literally like a couple years old now, so yeah, we might want to update her. And I need to figure out the eye shape. Goodness gracious. This is not looking right. So this layer is eyes open. That's what we're wanting to work with. Sissy sussy a sissy wait. A sissy sussy sassy queen. I am concerned with what you mean by that. Yes. You know what? I might actually have to make a new emoji in the Discord that's just Guinevere Smith, but as an Among Us character because of that. Which, as a character, she would probably never say that, if I'll be completely honest. I have a fun story. Okay, alright, go for it. You may tell me, and I won't say anything. You'll probably hear my reaction to it. Ah, got it. Okay. So, anyways, you guys on the stream can keep talking to me. I'm gonna be really multitasking. So... Okay, the model right now is pretty much how I reacted to that story. Okay. I need to go back. Okay. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't say that is a fun story. I'm gonna say that. I would say that is called the police story. Anyway. So I kind of like the look of her just being like very sharp looking. Because as a character, that's how she is. She is while I say sassy queen, she has a lot of sharpness to her character. Especially in the realm of her day and age. Dude, are you drawing on a computer or tablet? It's technically a Wacom tablet. It's a computer, which I can literally see it on the screen. How it looks. But it is a tablet. And I'm more used to drawing on a tablet, if I will be completely honest. Hold shift and down. Because with a tablet, I'm able to have more... Oh, what's the right word? What's the right word? More flexibility, I guess. Because when you go into, like, let's say you wanted to go into art or digital stuff for as a job, it's easier to get acquainted with a Wacom. It's a habit of... Yes, that's actually it. Thank you. And if I'm not... And my friends in real life can testify to this, but if I'm not drawing on a tablet, I'm most likely in a sketchbook just indulging in making more characters than I can ever remember, if I will be completely honest. So yeah, let's look from afar. Does that look a little over the top, or do you think I should leave it as is? Any thoughts, or do you think that this is looking good? Currently killing it on Destiny 2. Of course you are! You are a Destiny 2 guy. I saw that video you made on the tutorial though. I'm gonna have to look into doing all that in my game. Though then again, I'm still in the beginner stage, so it's not like I touched it in 2 months. So anyways, what do you guys think about... Okay. I'm just making sure that she's looking at least decent for her character, because I plan her eyes to be around here. Okay, you're looking at it now, it looks cool. Okay. So we're gonna leave the eyes alone now, and we're gonna work on a nose for the bottom part. So let's bring up the opacity, because we know the nose basically follows the little ridge down here. So our thing is basically gonna be like right here. Okay, let's try not to make it like alien. Did you like my tutorial? Yes, I did. I did like your tutorial. Okay. Please bear with me, guys. This hang on. Let me look up some references real quick. Face front. There we go. Because we want to kind of make this character look good. Try doing a triangle shape. Okay. Oh, or maybe like a shape like this. And maybe like a little angle there. That actually kind of looks cool. Gorfun, you may be onto something. Hang on. Without being too complicated. Okay, and let's add some little... What? Yeah, of course. Okay, because her mouth is basically gonna be right here. We need to have room for that and the bottom lip, so. Okay, what do you guys think of this nose look as of now? Or do you think we can improve upon it? Because I could make it a little bigger. Oh, not that part. I just want this. So that way it's not... Oops. Let's go ahead and align it again. There we go. Right on top. That triangle? Yeah, probably. Oh, let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, this is looking a little weird now. Okay, let's actually change it up a little. Because we know we want that nose there. Maybe we could just, like... I mean, this is partially why I had a mask, so I didn't have to worry about this part, but for the sake of entertainment, we need to figure out a way to make this nose look good without it looking alien. Or pig-like. So I'm noticing a bit of a... Yeah, maybe some guidelines first. Well, I have a couple of references right in front of me, so I know that if we were to look at like cheek ridges, I'm gonna make like a quick line of this, but if we were to make lines here, the eyes are here, the nose goes here, the mouth basically splits right there, and the chin's right there. That's how the face basically works. So what we need to do is we need to figure out the nose. That would be pretty much right there. Ayo, wait a minute. What if we just did that? Because again, we can make it different. And my dog's crying in the background. Shout out to my dog. What's my favorite song? I'll be honest, I don't have a particular favorite song. I like a bunch of songs, don't get me wrong. I particularly like country music. Again, my friends can testify to this even if they don't care for it. But it's oh, dang it. Brushes. I gotta get everything back. Layers. Oh my gosh, no. Is she gonna be an edge queen? Hang on, I need to reset. Yeah, save. Yes. We're saving it all, and we're gonna call this GS model. Okay, we're gonna save it as that. So close it down because my thing decided to glitch out on me when I pressed the wrong key. I'll be honest, I never know what key that I hit. That always just but it irks me a lot. Anyway, so let's go to home. It's the newest thing that I had. We're gonna pull this one up. Nah, it's still the same thing. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to fix this, so I need to close that tab. Oh, there we go. Close. This is what I was talking about. The little tools on the side. That's what I need. So we need that. And let's pull up our this thing. Well, good thing I had the video that literally has everything mapped out for me. Do you know there's a horror game everyone's talking about? They like humors. Oh, well, definitely have to check out the Doppelganger game at some time. Doppelganger game at some point. That's not an easy thing to say. Is she going to be an edge queen? Technically she already is, if we're gonna be completely honest. There we go, that's kind of a nose. And we'll add little lines there, I guess. Ah. That's not my neighbor. That's actually kind of a cute name for a... There you go, that's decent. got a little nose. She got a little nose. What do you guys think? She got a little nose. Well, maybe I can. Yeah. There we go. That way there's a bit of a gap for when I put the mask over it. Alright, thank you, thank you. So now that you got that, blank head. Let's work on the closed eyes. So we will So there's another trick that I do for closing eyes. So we're gonna make that fairly simple. What I do is I will look at the shape of here. Okay, see ya. And what I do is I if you're working on Photoshop, hit Control T. That will open the transform menu. And all I do is I flip vertical. Now all this does is let me see if the character were to have his or her eyes down, what would it look like? Now this is obviously not going to work in this case because this shape does not work. So all I do is I look at another thing that I do is I simply look at the line here, the endpoints of the I'm not sure what you would call here. I'm not sure what you would call this little area here, but I also make a little dot right there. And simply connect the dots. And that's where the eye would generally close. Now, for the sake of our thing, I'm not gonna deep dive into why it works. But I will say if there are also any additional things like the little eyelash, add it into the final product. I swear, if I get copyrighted for this song somehow, I'm gonna be sad. Like for this music that is by the one uploader, supposed to be copyright free. Okay, so there's our closed eyes. Eyes closed. We don't want those there right now. Okay, so this thing though generally makes the hello fellow artist. I am doing well. Currently making a new thing for our Guinevere Smith. We want to call this goodness gracious. This is why I just type it. Eyebrows. Bump. I am doing well. And I will say, this stream has actually been... Okay. Has been going up. Like, this is surprising. I guess a lot of you guys like my art content, which honestly fills me with a lot of hope. Let me make that edge smoother. Invest in Dogcoin? What is Dogcoin? And also, I do not do crypto. It's already proven to number one, not be good for the environment, and number two, just in general, it's not a no. That's not what I would ever invest in. And if I'll be completely honest, I would rather invest in my own products than products by somebody else. Because in this day and age, you don't know what's going to be canceled or what. But if you knew... Sorry, I'm not taking your advice. Not this time. It's just... In my opinion, although it's a currency... I say currency with air quotes here. Hello, Emerald! Welcome to the stream. Although crypto can be a currency of some form, I do not find it a reliable source to have money from, because let's be honest, the thing is not stable. Hello, Psych Griffin, welcome to the stream. All right, so we got the okay, now we need to get her mouth, so let's get those lips. So, it's all right. It's alright. But please know that sometimes, that some currencies just aren't good. And that you gotta be careful with what you put your money into. Let's get this right. Womp. Little smile there. I'll make her in this version, she'll kind of have like a bit of a nice looking smile without. I think I made it a little too low. So, this is open. Watch this. If I hit shift and I go to the move tool, shift, I can literally just move it up and down. In my case, yeah, we do want to move it up a little bit. There we go, because now we can have our little chin right there. And have it make sense. I just don't get recommended them a lot. Too furry. Oh! That is also my... That's my alarm to quickly go take care of my dog before he makes an accident in his cage. So, if you guys will hang in just for a minute, I'm going to be right back. trying to get as much in as possible for this one stream. So again, that's why I'm talking so fast. That's why I'm trying to go between everything. It's just, I've had this thing in my head for the longest time, and I need to, oh. Da, 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 da. Okay, I moved it up. Can you guys? Yes, a little bit of a manga art style almost. It's more inspired by some of the, if you have seen the show The Last Airbender, you will know that this is more of a, what I would consider a Western anime style. But I'm also trying to incorporate my own to it. Because again, this is my character. Okay. Okay. So, okay, we got the mouth open. So now we need to do mouth. Oh wait, no, this is mouth closed. Let me rename this. We should differ. Anyways, please also mind that I do have a more minimalist. Would it be a little easier? Probably. I probably could do that. But I want to try it only after I get the symmetry done. Like everything involving symmetry, I can try out the thing without this nose and see if that looks better. It may end up being that. And don't force the question on me. If I don't want to answer, I won't answer. And here's the thing. I'm okay with doing some art. There is just certain art that I'm not okay with. I know some of my community identify with the furry stuff, and I'm like, okay. But just because I draw animals doesn't mean I'm going to do that. Okay, like, I have a certain comfort level. And I need you to respect that. Because I know you in particular like to ask me that question a lot. So please, I'd appreciate you not asking me anymore. Thank you. And I respect the fact that you are able to respect that, so. Nah, anime. Okay. Let me look at mouth open, because I'm clearly getting something wrong here. I'm getting some weird pictures of that. I just want a mouth open just slightly. Please, women, like, without being weird. Thank you. Without being weird about it. Okay. And this is why I don't show my Pinterest or my reference stuff, because I don't know No, it's not that. It's just that when I mean weird, it's not that type of search. It's the bleh, like silly faces, and I'm like, no, I'm not asking for I'm not asking for something like that. I'm asking for just, can we just not have silly faces and just Alright. How are you guys holding up while I'm doing this? I know it's taking a bit, so I know I gotta be kind of careful with what I do here, but I also gotta keep you guys entertained somehow in the midst of it. Are you ever gonna try to be snap security breach? As I said before, I'm going to do it at some point when I have motivation, and also just when I go back at some point and fix that one mistake, because of that one mistake I literally just altered the game entirely. So I need to go back and fix it. So until that's fixed, I can't do anything. Do you guys remember, sorry, do you guys remember the part where I needed the Monty mix in order to get Chica into the, whatchamacallit, the gas thing majig? Yeah, well, that cost me quite a bit of time in the game, and so I need to literally go back to maybe the beginning or one of the last saves, which was the sun and moon, in order to. It was on that exact day I started watching you. Yeah. Okay, so I think that mouth looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be entirely like crazy, like for certain expressions. Okay, so there was a part in the game where you had to get Monty mix in order to proceed in the game, and I failed to get it because at one point I forgot to get the mix itself when I died at one point, which yes, I did do that. So that's just great. Let's try to smooth this out a little. Okay. Yeah. So I died, respawned, and I went on thinking I still had it. Which I did not. So we basically just spent the whole game just doing nothing, and I got so frustrated that I needed to take a break. And so since then I have not gotten back into it. Yeah, but this time I need to well, that's just it. When I saved the game, by that point I was already in the area where you do the pizza thing, and Chica basically is like, oh yes, like, feed me pizza. Yeah, that didn't end too well. So yeah, I'm also having to deal with that part, which is just amazing. It's amazing. God help me. once you choose to stay. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, some of the stations aren't that great. Like, I get it because it had to be challenging at times, because I mean, you spend like $50 on this one game and they have to make it up to you somehow by making it challenging. But at the same time, it's not fun. Not when you lose like that. It's just it's a pain in the neck. Yeah. Agreed. Okay. So this is all gonna be one piece on Guinevere. Only because I don't want to have to deal with the whole parts just yet. I may make it so that way the gun or something is a little different, but well. Sorry, that was too loud. Oh my gosh. XZ activity though. Boy, you got a bit of a dirty mind, don't you? I was born in And what does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with having a dirty mind? I'm curious. Like, what does that have to do with it? Because, again, I don't... Unless I just suddenly realize it as you say it. Oh. Now I get it. Oh, gosh. Okay, you got me there. You got me there. You got me there. But again, I don't usually like these conversations. So let's leave this conversation and put it on a pin in it. You know, like in bold. Let's put a pin in it. We're gonna put a pin in it, like right over there. Boop. And we're not gonna touch it, no sir. And we're not gonna touch it for the next 25 years. Okay, let's see if we can get this part to look right. And I know the thing, making, in Minecraft, nice. Sorry about that, wait, I was in the middle of the other conversation. That ended up being cursed on my part. Okay. So, I don't think I should be spending too much time in this area for obvious reasons, but at the same time, we also got more to get in, so. We'll just make that more of a corner here. Okay, there we go. We're kind of getting there. We're getting there. I would think so. Do I want to split this part up? Do I want to split the torso into the... No, you know what? Let's not. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're just going to draw. because at this point we don't want to waste too much time on the art itself when we can just get it in. It's not like there's a bunch of moving parts in here. Okay, so we'll just do the lighter end of it. Do you know Bluey? Ah, yes, actually I do. I do know that show. I think it's an adorable show, and I would honestly recommend it to anybody who is tired of how the media has been going with other shows. Actually, while they mentioned it, what do you guys think of other shows? Like, what shows are your favorite? Definitely be sure to comment below. Okay, so hopefully no advertisements have been popping up for you guys. As far as YouTube is concerned. Because I'll be honest, I'm tired of it. Okay, good. That, and also I haven't been able to monetize on my channel just yet because I am missing the certain hours. In order to make it count. That sucks. Yeah, it does suck. It honestly does suck. Okay, so I only need to get that part in. And then everything else there could be somewhat erased. How many hours do you need? Let me actually look at the analytics because there's a certain amount of hours I need to have in. So let me just do the research. How many hours does a need in order to make money? Make money on YouTube. Yeah, I need a watch time of 4,000 watch hours in the past year, which sadly I do not have. I have like 300 and something. So it's not like I have a lot to work with. And again, that's why I'm working on other projects that will hopefully boost it up. hours of content. I mean, I have a couple of hours on my channel at this point. It's just a matter of getting the them to watch it over and over again, which I don't want to force people to do that, because that already like takes a long time, and I don't want to have to force anybody to do that. Because boy, YouTube has just been really nice, because although we get the 500 thing, you gotta have something else. Bro, you gotta advertise yourself. I know, but this is the side of me that is iffy on the whole advertising thing, because as soon as I put myself out there, I gotta have something worth that time. And again, yeah, which you my moderator already know about, so I'm still working on that. Again, you gotta have something quality content in order to be even seen for that type of work. Okay, so now, oh, it's just something on Discord. I just need to Marcus Ride. Okay, don't want to see it. I'm busy doing my own content. Okay. And also, if you guys could send the thing to other people, that'd be amazing. Oof, excuse me. Okay, so here, we'll have her move in just a little bit. Okay, let's make this part work. No, we'll make it a ball. Wow. We gotta make this work. We gotta somehow make this work. I also kind of noticed them making her a little sharper looking, which I kind of like. I like the idea that Guinevere has a bit of a sharpness to her, because as a character, that's how she is. And if you guys have any more questions about her, like, feel free to ask now, because I finally have some more solidarity on her story. There we go. Smoother. We gotta have some smoother lines here. Alright, so now we'll just make the cutoff right here. Which, they backed up hard, okay. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Keep this momentum going, because I do like this, I wouldn't say attention, I would say, communication while I'm doing art. Makes it a little less boring. because even as an artist, sometimes it gets a little boring just listening to music and doing the art. Okay. I don't know what to say. Okay. Also, another trick. Let's say you had the symmetry tool and you wanted like the same thing on both sides, but you didn't want to have to draw that over again. So my recommendation is to just do the arm and watch this part. You take the side that you want, which is over here. And if you're on a computer, you can just hit Control X, which only just cuts it out, or should cut it out. Cut it. Thank you. So in my case, I had to double tap it, but it was Control X. What it does is it cuts the piece out, but on your clipboard for your PC, it says, oh, I can paste it. And so all you need to do is literally hit Control Paste, and you got your arm back. And all I need to do is move this back into place. Which in here is right there. And this I will call right arm. We are almost done with the lining process. You guys, we're almost done. We're almost there. We just have a couple more things to do besides the mask. So let's actually get that mask part in. We're gonna call this mask. I'm gonna get rid of the... Oh. Open. Okay. We're gonna get rid of that. We don't want to see that. Now we're gonna get her mask in. The iconic mask. Let's just, for the sake of argument, get rid of the torso so that way I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, right. I turned it off. Haha. Let's get it back in. There we go. That's easy enough. Oh, okay. I hope to see you again sometime soon, my friend. Be sure to stay safe out there. Bye. Let's also make the head more transparent so I can see what's actually on the mask. There we go. Which the mask does come down. Fun fact. Okay. Oh, yeah, I do want to see it later. I like checking in with my fellow small creators here on this platform. It's how I A, make a community, and B, just have a good time. Especially for when I do future videos. I mean, come on now. Guinevere's got the abs though. She's ripped. Like, she's not just a girl with a mask. She's got the eyes. She's got the abs. Like, what more could you want from a girl? Besides the ability to besides the ability to cook, which I mean, I kinda wish I could cook. You brought it up. Oh, my friend. You're the one who brought things up earlier. If anything, it's you. I mean, yeah, I guess Frizz too, but I mean, only so many people can do it, so. Which, I'll be honest, Exy, is not you. You still need to work on yours, buddy. Okay. I need to get this line in, though. Just... Okay. X marks the spot. That's a little better. You're retired? Oh, please. I'm older than you. Oh, that was a voice crack. Oh, wow, that sounded bad. Okay. What do I do? Oh, there we go. That's a little something better. Okay. I think we're on to something, guys. Okay. How are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up so far? Now that we're nearing the end of the linings process. Slowly but surely. Okay, we got the mask in. Which looks pretty good in my opinion. Okay. So, now that we got that, and we got the eyebrows and everything, we need to work on the hair. Which in our case does not revolve the symmetry tool or around the symmetry tool, so we need to turn that part off. Come on, off. There we go. Alright, we're freestyling it from here. So now we just need... Okay, so what we want is... So this is the part where I gotta be careful. We're gonna make a group of this. Okay. Bangs. So we're gonna say middle, which is just this little part right here. Whap. Turn off the eyebrows so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Wow. Nothing too crazy. I just hope that Guinevere looks good at the end. Like, after all this is said and done, that she not only has a firmer look, but also a more believable one. So this one, no. We're gonna call this the left. Get rid of it. Okay. Kind of the... I mean, when the full model process is finally finished. Because if I don't make it look good, then all this time, this stream would have been for nothing. There we go. Left. We're gonna call this right. I know, these are really original names, aren't they? Okay. Up. There we go. Okay. So now if I have all that, she's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay. So we want to also add the ponytail. Oh, actually, the ponytail could just add as a structure for that. Let's do that. Let's do that. It'll have to be behind everything. And in our case, it's just gonna be behind, so we can turn on the symmetry again. Okay. Start up here. And there we go. We'll just end it off there. And I'll label this ponytail. There we go. I spelled that weird, but that's alright. Alright, I think she is looking pretty good. Now, here comes the interesting part. So, what we want to try is, number one, let's try out the head with the different look that we were talking about earlier. So, mouth open. There it is. Head. Oh, it was on. It was just transparent. Okay. So let's try that again. Command J, just to copy. Let's try it with the other look. Now that my symmetry is off, I don't have to worry about it. Oh. Well, it would be nice if I turned off symmetry. Turn off. So the other way I would do. Okay, this is the oh boy. This kind of ruins the look. XZ, isn't this what you were mentioning? The curved line earlier? Like, hang on, let me look at Last Airbender. Looks pretty good. It looks good? Let me look. Reminds me of Avatar. Okay, this is the part you're kind of mixing up because via Discord I'll show you. Copy image. And paste it. Okay. Very Korra. Wait, Korra? Hang on. Korra. Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Hang on, let me try to mimic it. Let me try to mimic it before you go crazy. Saying how good it is. And then she just simply has this. As a look. Is that what you're talking about? Not bad. So I don't know if I like how big that nostril is though. Let me fix that. Okay. So because there are certain moments where they kind of, although they had the nostril, they also had the little hoop right there, so it's not like it's totally crazy, but I mean, I can kind of see where you see the appeal, where it's not too out there, but still kind of blends in. So let me fix that up. There you go. That's the thing you're talking about. But again, I think we're missing something. Wait a minute. No, I want this nose. If I move this up. Move it up. Let me move the mouth, because both ways, the mouth needs to be moved up a little bit. Oh gosh. Would you stop? It looks like... What did I just do? It looks like a frog. Okay. There. Okay. Hang on. Image. I just want to move it. Just let me move it. Thank you. We needed to move it up a little bit at least. Okay, so now if I were to look between the head and this. Let me just look at it via the... Yeah, I know, right? But if we're just looking at the mouth... Why is this not working? So, let me just save it real quick. Okay. I'm switching to the mouse, just so I can work with it. Okay, not that. Okay, so if I were to look at the head again, so that looks better as far as the mouse concerned. So if I were to adjust the nose accordingly, that looks somewhat better, I guess. Let me move this part to be the same. No. I'll do. Because now it's, yeah, it's... What is going on? This is so weird. Okay. I'm not gonna say that. Let me just close it and open it back up again. Because now we're just dealing with the image. We're trying to make it look right. Okay. Here's our girl. Yeah, that's what should have happened. Just... There we go. That's a little better. Because if it was like that... Alright. Now the mouth open needs to move down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so the next part we're gonna do is gonna be a little more complicated. But first, okay. Guys, I do need a bit of a vote on the nose thing because I'm kind of torn between that and the newer one that we got. Oh, let me fix that, actually. Why did I move it all the way up there? I'm serious. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, should I have this look a lot easier to animate? Oh wait, I think I see what Zodiac ice cream meant by the... Hang on, let me see something. I could make it work. I can make it work, but I gotta do one thing. I have to make this part symmetric. Oops. So let me do that. And then I will just simply adjust this part. And just a little different, slightly from each other. And the triangle is simply from the shadow, so I'll remember that when putting the color in it. Alright, so yeah, we could definitely go with that. So main head, and we'll use the main head and nose. There we go. That way when I'm going through the file itself, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so now we do the fun part, which is actually the coloring. So how we are going to do this is actually very simple. So let's start with the head itself before we work on to the other parts of the body. And in order to do that, we need to go back to our original color sheet here, and we need to pull it out. So this right here, that's all we need. Okay, I lied, we need the other parts too, but nope, want it out, outside. There we go. There we go. That's our color palette. we got main body. And now we need to pull up the eye part as well. Oh, I could have done that, but I didn't. Oh, okay. Apparently I don't know where some of my tools are. But yeah, I agree with you, XZ Activity. That's gonna be easier for me to animate in the future. So. Did I? Oops. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave it as is. Okay. So the first thing that we just need to do is, so let's look at the color. That's our skin color. So let's go ahead and go to the outline area of this. We're gonna continue Control V. Oh. Maybe if my thing would actually work. Oh, come on. Close. Let's try this again. I don't know what's up with my Photoshop today, but it just doesn't want to work. Yeah. Water. Water tastes good. Drink your water. Okay, you. Oh. What is it? There we go. Okay. Back into the fray. So, why was this? There. So, image mode. There we go. I guess it was set to the last thing I had there. So if we were to just play around with colors a little bit, okay, we're just gonna make it black. If I want to change it later, I can. We're gonna do the same thing for everything. We're just looking for black. Same thing. Black. 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 Returning our email, guys. And again, I may go in and color it, but as of right now, we just want it to turn all black. And I'll show you what I mean by colorizing a little bit. Okay, I can't do that. Just gotta do it individually. Okay. Don't need the bangs. Let's get the rest of her body. Oops. Why isn't this working? Oh. Hang on. I'm not on later. Do 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 do. I have no idea what this music is, but honestly, I like it. But again, I swear, if it's copyrighted somehow, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I think we got everything colored in. Now we're just doing the fun part, which is just coloring it in. So I'm gonna do a layer underneath. This is the fun part. We're gonna Control J it. And we're gonna say color. Because all we're doing here is getting the color in. Oh. Include the other. Now we're just gonna use this main color. There you go. Let's go in here and fix some of the areas right here. Tolerance level wasn't high enough, clearly. So, for the sake of me telling if I got colors in, I'll just use this dark purple and I'll color. There we go. Now I can actually tell if my color is actually seeping through, like there. I think I should take it as a sign. Might as well just get the torso in. Oh wait, before I go any further with that, she always wears like this little neck collar thing. Let's add that in. There we go. Alright, so J. There's not gonna be a lot of things with this one, but that's okay. The goal is that I do not, I repeat, do not, under any circumstances, go outside of these boundaries. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to get this part done. I'll do the shading and stuff afterwards. Neck part. Is that color? Do 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 do. Boom boom. For whatever reason, I really like this music. Whoever made this, like, it's actually decent. Some non-copyright music, like, they usually have like some type of it just sounds off every now and then, but this has actually sounded like sci-fi enough for me that it goes with the general theme of my brand. It's awesome. I, again, just pray I don't get copyrighted for it. So then again, it said it wasn't going to be copyrighted, so I guess I could, like, say false advertising if they did that, but then again, if we went to court, I wouldn't be able to pay for that, I don't think. Okay. Get this part. How are you guys hanging in there?
Oh, yeah. This little part. There we go. There we go. There's the truth revealed as far as colors are concerned. Let's get the ones on the inside first and work our way out.
are getting closer and closer to the hopeful final product. All right. I'd say that this thing looks really cool so far. This one I can just... Hello, welcome to new viewers who may be popping in. I am Moonfilm Studios, if you are brand new here. And right now I am making a newer version for my model of Guinevere Smith, which is the little tiny thing that you see on screen that is bouncing to my voice. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any general questions that I seem to get a lot, you may find the answer in the description of this video. Again, I'm willing to answer questions as long as they do not pertain to anything inappropriate. There we go. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this color. No. Yeah. That's alright. Like, honestly, when it comes to making videos, while people do want to see quality, I will admit I'm one of those people who like seeing quality videos. When it comes to making them, I would say that as long as you like what you make and you're proud of it, I think that's okay either way. Now, I get that life gets busy too, so I'm just saying that even though life gets busy, you can always have that option, so. All I'm saying is just don't limit yourself just yet. Because you have no idea how those videos can affect people. I'm just still amazed that some people even want to watch my videos. I mean, I like it, but... But even I sometimes kind of wonder about things. Cause, oh, okay. At some point I need to figure out, like, how I'm gonna work certain things. Yeah, I totally agree with that too. Cause even I enjoy more watching the videos than making them sometimes, especially when it comes to certain things. Turn off the symmetry tool. Yeah. But how have you been, Kataligan? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Minus the few times you've commented on my channel. Like, how's life? Is it treating you well? Zodiac, welcome back. She's slowly coming together. At this point, we're working on bringing some color in to the objects that we have. Thank you. Okay, so let's just highlight what we have now. This is color for the right. And both of them are just gonna have the same color, so... And I'll make this easier on myself by just doing the outline and then cleaning it up. Like that. And now let's just clean some of the edges. And thank you. Honestly, it's because of your guys' help I've been able to make it look as good as it can be. Because I get that extra set of eyes now. What's my favorite webcomic? Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown has to be my favorite webcomic if I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know. There's just something about classic webcomics that just kind of make me smile. Just something about it that makes me smile. And I can't help it. I like fantasy webcomics. Ooh! Fantasy, huh? Well, fantasy is always a good set to go, especially when you want to escape reality, in my opinion. There's just so much out there that's so negative that sometimes just having a nice outlet like that, it's amazing. Okay. There's so many on Webtoon. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, although some of my friends have recommended Webtoon to me, I haven't actually taken the time to really go on that website since I've heard a lot of controversy around it. Yeah, so I kind of try to keep things at a minimum. Yeah, Webtoon is a little suspicious though sometimes too. So controversies, yeah, it's the main reason I don't do a lot of stuff via that website. Okay, okay. We're getting something in here, guys. Oh my, she actually looks kind of cool. Do I have eyebrows as a... Yeah, I have eyebrows. Eyebrows are still gonna be over the bangs, because that's just easier to work with. Easier to see the expression that she makes.
Okay. Ooh.
That sounds delicious. Let's get rid of the bangs real quick so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Ah, she's bald. She's a bald lady. Check it. Oh. Discord. Check my Discord real quick. I'm not getting anything. Oh. I'm not sure why you'd say weird, because you and your brother both do the same thing, so. She's bald. She's torturing people who have hair. But in fact, she's not bald. She has a ponytail behind her. So she's not entirely bald. Her forehead's just big. Oh, Lord. XZ, check your response for your question. Okay. Okay. Is that Lila from... Oh, miraculous ladybug. Honey, do not get me started on that series. That series is it is bad. Okay, so I want this to be a clipping mask to Scarla. There we go. Good. Now I get to do my own thing, which under here is just the normal. It's normal. That series is cursed and dead and destroyed. Yeah. If we'll be just completely honest, I think Miraculous Ladybug has... I agree, it's bad. Yeah, the memes are pretty good, I will say that. If I were to say anything about the series, it would be that I think that the run for it has gone on a little too long, in that it never truly recovered properly. Oh, maybe I didn't fill that part of the skyline in right. So let me fix that. There we go. Woohoo! We got an eyeball. Oh, it's like One Piece and with 1 million episodes. Well. Yeah, I mean the My Little Pony, My Little Pony, I would say, so, yeah, it's a kid's show. So that's another thing we gotta keep in mind when we talk about shows like that. Because it's not like it's for a mature audience saying, because, I mean, the characters are literally 15 and, like, something. So it's not like we're dealing with a whole lot. And I guess that kind of looks good. Bop, 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 bop. We'll bring the old style way back. The series more so. Yes! And not only that, but with the... So, just to kind of fill you in, about the Miraculous Ladybug series, apparently it turns out, Lila, spoiler warning here, Lila is actually, like, not 14. She is, actually, like... Lord have mercy. She's an adult. She's not even a child. Which just, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Thought they were like 19. Well, we're in the very first, I wouldn't say the very first episode, but one of the birthdays that, what's her name, Marionette has, they explained that she's a minor, so. Yeah, but then again, I don't know what the legal age thing for, oh, that does not look good. For like France is, so we also got to take into account the country as well, because every country has its thing. Okay, we're just gonna, this is not looking great. Let's just make a, yeah. Okay. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. And right now I'm in the middle of drawing a 21-year-old, so. In that country, and also in Canada, technically. Yeah. Which is questionable in my opinion. Because your brain isn't even fully developed until, like, later on. Ah. What'd you say? Ah. The going back feature irks me sometimes. Yeah, I kind of want to taste some France stuff someday. Okay, the eyes don't look too bad. Oh, wait, they're looking in. No, they're not. Darn it. Okay, let's look at where those eyes are. Okay, I think that looks better. That's better. And we're gonna go with it. Now I'm gonna go to the bottom. The plant miraculous. Ooh, actually a plant miraculous sounds interesting. Like, honestly, that could work. Hang on. Oh man, wait, it could actually work. There's a lot of miraculous I wish that was also explained a little more. I know one of the lores is that because of their, what was it called, Kwamis, that's why Adrian and Marionette don't know each other as far as them being the literal holders of what they are using. But there's a lot in the series where they kind of jump back and forth, in my opinion, where some of what they do contradicts the actual lore. Okay. Why not plants? I mean, you're not wrong for having plants in the series. Like, I think that they should. In your case, like, I think that, well, if there's plants, then there would have to be elements as well. There would have to be, like, earth, fire, like, to balance it out. Imagine a talking plant. Well, I mean, someone literally took a plant and made, like, sounds with it. So, she's not far off. Floating around the entire time of your high school life. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the worst. In all honesty. Marcus Red. Okay. Alright, the eyes are looking so much better. I'm gonna also make this... So, create clipping mask, and we're gonna do something a little different. We're going to make it a dark blue. Over here, just so that way it works, but I need to make the Skyla actually work here. There we go. It's gotta be a dark blue. Okay.
So I do that. Just create a bit of, there we go. And now change that to be a multiply. Or overlay. Oh, overlay doesn't work this time. Ooh, hard light. And soften it up a little. Okay. That way, no matter where the eyes go. Yeah. Probably also, like, no air at all. Okay. So now that we got all of that taken care of, jeez. That took a little longer than I expected it to. Oh, wait a minute. Darn it, I forgot the mask. We gotta get the mask in. But I will be kind to myself. Yes, get rid of that. Not only that, but we need to get the mouth. How about we get the mouth first before we... Let's get the nice lips. So let's take this. We kind of want like the rosy version of that. So let's just make it more on the red side. Okay, there we go. And that's how you get lips. That's how you get lips, you guys. Mouth closed. In this case, I'm just gonna hit that. Okay. It's looking good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are the ones that stuck around. I highly appreciate that part. We're just gonna make it nice and soft. Yeah. I also already had the idea on how Guinevere Smith meets her future partner and how she became a Christian, which is actually because of him. I think the symmetry is off by a bit. That explains a lot. Let's fix that. For the sake of the lips. Maybe try the blend color. Ooh. Yeah. I like that idea. Trust the process, my friends. Let's go up a little bit. Alright, it's not so... Like, so that way around the area that's closer to the inner of the lips, it's a little darker. Just have a nice little curve to that, and... Yeah, she has a... Okay. Plus, we're experimenting a little bit. This is the first time that this model will ever have the ability. Have an OE, apparently. Like when someone smokes. Yeah, I would, if I were Italy, I would probably move. Or, like, keep a very strict eye on it. Because, like, that should not happen. I think that looks pretty good. Let's add a little more blush to that right there in the middle there. Yes, we're gonna make her nice and pretty. Maybe more like the actual red. There we go. Make it a little bigger. There we go. And we're gonna make it nice looking, like. I'll have to do a gloss like on one side. Though I could have like a little bit darker. Like add some texture right there. Maybe not so evident. There you go. Let's add a little to the top, so that way it's a little more balanced. There we go. Just small little detail like that. And blend. Yes. Boop. There we go. Hello, Elle. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. When's your next live stream? I'm not sure when my next live stream's gonna be because I know in a little while I'm gonna have a test coming up. And so I don't know if I'll need to really study for that, which, okay, let me back up. I do need to study for that, and that is gonna take a lot of time. And because of that, a long length of time, I'm just not sure if I will want to do another stream that week, so it will just really depend on my mood. Let's clean this part up. Well, first I gotta take out my dog. I will be right back, guys. BRB. back, guys. Let me go ahead and come back. Okay, nice. Now we can continue. So let me make sure this is a softer layer, because we don't need everything up here. We'll blur it up a little more, but... Okay, why do those lips look good? They actually look decent. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and get those pearly whites. And the tongue to signify, hey, this is... Wait, that does not look like a tongue color. Red? Actually, you said it, not me. You said it, not me, pal. Okay, let's blur the edge of it a little. Okay. That way they look more natural. There we go. Sure. Sure. Says the person saying all these things without any, you know, without any prompt at all. Like, so who's the simp here? Thank you. I'm kidding about the whole simp thing, by the way. I'm teasing. I never want you to think that I'm calling you that just because. Although you never know. Okay, so I want that covered and that covered. And in here, we need this little gray. Bro, just walked by and said she's pretty. Aww. Oh, I appreciate that. And that's good, because she's supposed to look pretty. Or at the very least, somewhat. Because, I mean, she's an attractive character. I hope to one day make a webcomic about her. Already have, yeah, part of her lore. How many languages do you know? I'll be honest, I learned Spanish, but I've forgotten a lot of it. So, I mean, I can make up my own language if I want it. And not have to worry about anyone else's language. You just speak my language and we're good. We vibe. And what's funny is that, if I were to make my own language, it would... Aw, thank you, Angelo. I would actually say that, that the language that I would speak if I could make up my own would be English, but it has its own meaning behind it. It's basically like a code of some kind. I think that looks pretty good. There is one thing I want to adjust, and that can be done via this layer. I want to make this part just a little more oomph. Right, this is the where the oxygen mask thing comes in. Okay, there we go. That looks better. She... Ayo! Ayo! Angelo! Angelo! She's not based off of me. She's not. Because I'm not ripped. I'm not. Like, that's one thing I'm still trying to work on. Very, very slowly, you know. Somewhat of a pastime, if you know what I'm saying. AKA not really exercising as much as I should be. But that's very sweet. That's very sweet of you. Anime superpowers? Layer, or it's only getting better. If I could have
Any anime superpowers? It would probably be the ability to like do those like dramatic jumps and like land with ease and the speed included. Like that would be so epic. Yeah. Speed enhancements I think is basically on everyone's plate. Okay. So I think we got a lot of this in, but let's go ahead and pretty her up a little bit more. As far as around her eyes. No, I don't want it. Come on. Move, Photoshop. There we go. Right behind it. Okay. We're just gonna take that color. Let's go ahead and make our eyes stand out a little more. We're gonna add some makeup. Add some eyeshadow. Just a little, not too much. So let's add the other color to make it less distracting. And besides, she uses this as a way to make things easier. Enhancements. Oh, is it nice? Yeah, that is true. That is true. As someone who watches anime, like, you're not wrong. Clean it up. Okay. Let's also... around her cheek area. Make it more rosy. Deeper color. Okay, let's add some nice tints. Because, I mean, she's not dead. What did I add to here? Did I add anything? Like to her skin or anything? Ah, there we go. I did add something. It was like a blue light or something. I'm not gonna do that. With this new rendition of her, we gotta be careful with how much refinement we do with her. So, yeah. Alright. What we're gonna do now is we're going to play a little bit of a different thing, which is we're going to add some definition to certain areas, like the mask. Let's see if we can find the mask. There we go, mask. And there's this little trick that I learned, guys, and I think it's gonna make it pop a whole lot more. So first I want to add some of the shine, which is just right along there. Because why not? We'll make slight lighter. There we go. And we'll add certain color back to this area. And we'll make it a little darker in the center area. So that way it kind of looks like it goes in a little. Alright. Alright. Oh, that sounded weird. Okay. So now that we got that in, watch this, guys. I click this button, and all of a sudden, if I were to take my one brush, and let's say I wanted this color, but darker, I'm suddenly painting on the lines. And the lines alone. Angelo Aarons, I hope you're taking notes. Okay, I should make it darker though. There we go. That looks a little better. Now, we're not going to do this to every single thing, because I think that black being the main color for inking, which is what this process is called,
is a good idea. If you could be any... Except dogs, you forgot wolf. Okay, peregrine falcon though, yeah. I would probably, if I had to be like a bird, it would definitely be an osprey. Because although the eagle is cool and all, like, let's be honest, some of what the eagle does is a little questionable, as in they can be scavengers most of the time. So yeah, it's just easier to not worry about that part. Okay, so around the chest area, I kind of want to make it more dynamic. That's the right word. Specifically the triangle. So let's make it darker. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're popping. Literally, we're popping. Let's... Ooh. Wait, why is that? Oh, I know why. Let's take this color. Yeah, let's just make it look nicer. There we go. I definitely be a cat. Aww. Yeah. Rest in peace, kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. The death of a animal is never something easy to handle. Okay, so if I were to take... I'm kind of curious on this look now. So I'm gonna say symmetry off, because now we're dealing with the hair. If I were to just make it a little darker, does it look better? Oh, yes, it does. Woo! This is pretty fire. I like it. I like it. A little too much, but who cares? And as long as we get all the parts in, I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, so if I were to symmetry, yeah, go for it. Oops. Oh. Got it. We can't really do that then. Okay. Besides, having a bit of definition actually looks pretty decent. Okay, so... Oh, I'm trying to figure out what else I need to add. Oh, wait. There is something I need to add. Because while I have this part for there, I don't have it for the other. So I need to... Just gonna move it up. Because that's always open. It's closed. Or, you know, just turn this part off. Let's clean her up. No dirty face. No dirty face. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a painful process putting it all into the thing. So... I'm trying to figure out what else I need, guys, because if we're already done, then I need to end the stream so I can get on to the next part of the video, technically. So, yeah, I think we're good for right now. Because I think for right now, when we get the model in, we may just keep it somewhat simple. So I'm gonna end the stream. XZ activity, if you want to do like a Discord call while I do the rest, I'm willing to do that. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see the debut video pretty soon. Bye!